One pressing issue in the U.S. is a care for veterans once they leave the service. Some homeless vets get help while others don't. Caseworkers are calling it a challenge.
Some Valley veterans are living on the streets and in parks right here in the Rio Grande Valley. Channel 5's Michael Scott tells us the resources here to help only go so far.
We see the people who served our country out along the streets asking for money, usually off Highway 83. Well, we found James Heatherly in McAllen over the summer. He's a veteran and fought in the Vietnam War.
The Army, 72, 73, and 74.
Heatherly agreed to talk to us. He says the streets are rough to live on. Problems with his mental health is what he says is keeping him from living in a home.
Nightmare, but people I killed and being shot, and, and almost found. PTSD. Yeah, well, whatever you call it, I call it scared.
Heatherly tells me he does have a family. His flashbacks from war are getting in the way of his daily life.
I was staying with my brother. I stayed with him for like 5 years, but I would jump up and run outside, and, I'd be out there with the rifle. Come on, you're scaring JP, my nephew. So I had to leave, so out here by myself. In the motels, I run out of my room in the middle of the night, my boxers.
Heatherly isn't the only homeless veteran. We checked to see what resources are available for our Valley veterans. Not much is out there. Family Endeavors recently opened in McAllen. They're in Harlingen too. Programs for veterans work to help them get back on their feet. Melissa Escamilla is the program manager. She tells me the reasons on why veterans are homeless.
One is their family situation has changed. 2, it could be a mental health or substance abuse issue. And 3 is that sometimes they have a very hard time adjusting or transitioning from, military life to the civilian. And then in some cases, it's a loss of employment.
Some veterans prefer to be left on the streets. Escamilla says they've serviced close to 200 veterans.
A lot of our homeless vets, you might not necessarily see them on the streets because they're couch surfing, is what we call, which is they're going from house to house. Generally with our culture, we don't like to leave our own outside, but they're going, from either friend to family member every week.
Heatherly lives on the streets for nearly 15 years. His home is a tent not too far from this intersection. We learned today he's no longer there. No word tonight on where he may be. Michael Scott, Channel 5 News.